trails and no wild tales whispered in the hills where the West was won. It's been a long time running, can't tell where we start and where I am done. Maybe it's best if we stop thinking. Lately I feel my doubts sinking. You're not sure but my heart is pure. Gotta let you know something. My love is a one-way.
Aloha guys, my name is Josh. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to resurface a wood spear gun. Today I'm going to be using my Riffe C3X. First you're going to want to start by removing your shaft. Simply just pull the trigger, pull it out, just like that. Put that over to the side. Next you're going to take the part that connects your bungee off, screw it into the bottom of your gun. Take your Phillips screwdriver. These two screws should come out just like that. Put them to the side, don't lose them. Take out this whole piece that connects your line all the way out to this piece here. Put that over to the side. Next, you're going to want to unscrew your line holder up here. Next, what you're going to want to do is take out your bands here. If you have an open muzzle like this, what you can do is you can just pull your bands all the way backwards to the rope. It's on the inside, as so. Slip them out just like that. Do the same for both bands. There you have it. Front side, it's all wood. Now, you gotta take apart your trigger mech. A few screws you want to do. So, down here, the handle, you want to take out these two screws. This whole handle piece come off just like that. Next, I'm going to be removing these two screws here on the trigger mech. Two screws there. Next, you're going to want to remove these little nuts here. Now essentially you have pretty much just a straight wood block here, except for the trigger mech and the trigger here. However, you can take it out, but preferably I like to just leave it in just because it's less of a hassle. Next, you're going to take a lower grit sandpaper. Here I have an 80 here. You're going to start just sanding on the side like that. Any little scuffs you see, sand it out. You're going to want to do a quick sand, not applying too much pressure. With this sandpaper, what you're trying to do is take out the scratches in the wood here. Any scratches or dings. Plus try to remove any old varnish that may already be on it. Then you move on to a higher grit sandpaper. Here I have a 240. Then you move on one more time to even a higher grit sandpaper, which is a 600. Take a rag, wipe off all the extra dust there. You want it as smooth as possible so when that you put your teak oil on, none of the dust gets trapped inside. Next, you're going to want to hang the gun just so it's not touching anything. You're going to want to put on your rubber gloves at this point. When you have them on, you take your teak oil, the cloth here, apply some of the oil to the cloth, as so. And get the whole entire stalk just like that. Apply one more coat. You want to make sure everything's nice and even, make sure there's no drips with the teak oil on the wood. And voila, come back an hour later, redo a second coat, let it dry for about a day, and then if you want you can even add another coat after that. The oil seems to have dried into the wood pretty good. It's good enough to touch, so let's take it down. The oil has finally set in. Now you can finally rebuild your gun. There you have it. Totally resurfaced, rebuilt spear gun here.
I'm away. Oh, look at this! Captain's taking off high! Yes, oh, he keeps doing it! Captain! Woo! That's Humphreys in blue! Hit it! Wow!